myopathy, carditis, pancreatitis, and photophthalmia. What could these all mean?
These all mean the patient is not up to snuff, and it's up to us to figure out what's wrong.
Wonderful, thank you, Sherlock.
No ideas here.
Yeah, none for me either.
I'll bet it's barrier nursing.
That's stupid. There's no way it's that.
You idiots. It's idiopathic granulomatous hepatitis. And you know what else? The patient needs an amputation.
An amputation on what?
I'll let you three flip a coin. Well, I believe it's clear that my decision was inspired by your late mother, who I think we can all agree was far smarter than you have ever pretended to be.
And what makes you think this decision is the best course of action for a patient with idiopathic granulomatous hepatitis?
It's simple. My research led me to believe that your mother, who I must remind everyone was far smarter than you have ever pretended to be, had some insights into this condition which I'd like to explore further.
I'm afraid you're barking up the wrong tree here, Hawks. Your proposal is reckless, and it's not something we should consider at this point in time.
Reckless. My dear boss, aren't you being a bit hasty? This is your mother we're talking about.
You never even knew my mom, you half-wit.
Well, in the words of Amelia Tracy, an amputation a day keeps the idiopathic granulomatous hepatitis away.
1, she never said that. 2, her name is Margaret. And 3, she's still alive.
When did I say she was dead?
What does the word late mean to you?
A good example is that this goddamn meeting is running late thanks to your yapping, and now I have to see how our patient is faring after the amputation. Oh boy, this ought to be good.
Dr. Hawks was wrong, I know it. The amputation is not going to heal this patient.
I agree with you on that, Randall. But what do we do now? We can't just let them die.
We need to focus on finding the right treatment for her. She needs a new approach, something out of the box.
Let's check with Margaret Tracy. She'll crack the case on this one.
Tracy's mom? She doesn't even work here.
No, but I'm tired of Hawks thinking he can use half of her legacy to justify him being a total dumbass.
Why do you care so much?
I don't. I just think it would be funny if Tracy's mom came in here and annihilated Hawks.
You know what? I would too.
You idiots! You nearly killed our patient with your stupidity?
No, you did. You wanted an amputation? You got an amputation.
Was an amputation of the pelvic bone really necessary?
You said flip a coin.
What the hell was on the obverse side of the coin?
One of the legs. Next time you want us to roll the dice on an amputation, why not give us something with more than 2 faces?
You three are a disappointment.
So are you. Imagine if Tracy's mom came in here and found out that you're blaming her for what went wrong today.
Tracy's mom would not suggest removing someone's pelvic bone in this case.
Sorry, your words, boss. Get lunch. It might be your last meal if she shows up.
Well, John, I must say that your oncology department has really been making some great strides lately.
Oh, thanks, Hawks. We've put a lot of effort into it, but there's still so much more we can do to help these patients.
I was just kidding. I don't care. Let's talk about my case.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, this patient has been showing some really peculiar symptoms. And after a series of tests, I think I finally figured out what's wrong with them.
Oh, fantastic. I'll bet Margaret will be happy to hear you take her name away from the mud you dragged it through.
She isn't really alive, is she?
You've never met her.
No, I never thought Tracy and I would get to the awkward meeting each other's parents phase.
Wait, a phase in what?
Damn it, I said too much. Gotta go. Barrier nursing. That's ridiculous. We're in an operating room.
We don't need your opinion on how to run an operating room, Hawks. You have no authority here.
And besides, what do you mean by barrier nursing, exactly?
Let's just get this surgery over with and discuss this barrier nursing in private later.
I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. Idiopathic granulomatous hepatitis was wrong from the start. It is my duty as a doctor to ensure the correct diagnosis and treatment are applied.
And your new diagnosis of barrier nursing, Hawks. How does it work?
Well, during lunch with Dr. Johnson, he shared his findings on this phenomenon. From what I understand, if we isolate the patient from their surroundings using a barrier, it will prevent the disease from spreading.
This sounds far-fetched, even for you, Hawks. What proof do you have?
I can't divulge details, but just trust me on this. The prognosis is positive. It's a unique form of treatment that I believe we need to explore further.
Congratulations on finally getting it right, Hawks.
Yeah. Well, it would have been a hell of a lot easier if you just agreed with me from the get-go, you know?
That's not true. My mother was not as smart as you seem to think she was, and her ideas were always more hindrance than help.
Bullshit. You're just too proud to admit your mom wasn't the genius you all claim her to be.
I don't know how you can say that after everything. My mother might not have been a doctor, but she was still a human being and more decent than you can ever hope to be.
You're just as stubborn as your fucking late mother was. You're the reason we were stuck with an incorrect diagnosis for so long.
And if I remember correctly, Hawks, it's not me who's always wrong in this office, is it?
That's rich coming from you, but at least she was never as dumb as you are.
You're not helping your case one bit.